Alrighty, alrighty. Mr. Batty, how you doing? How is your Thursday coming along? Billy D, how you doing? Okay, let's set this to random. And I'm just going to record my arena results. Because the numbers just came in. Okay, so 1 to 10% there. What are you guys up to? 6 to 10% there, and 245 there. Okay, cool. All right. So let's finish off the 6-star featured, and then once we're done that, we'll claim the arena rewards, and we'll pick Bishop out of the 5-star selector. Okay, so we have about a little less than 3 million more to put up in the featured. And then we'll get going with the basic arena. Exciting time. No, not going to do that. Have you updated your game? No, I have not. I'm not sure if it's available for iOS yet. I think it's already out for Android, but I'm not too sure about iOS. But I'll probably update after the stream. I don't know if I'll wait until Sunday, until I'm done the arenas, or just wait. I might just wait and see what people are saying. You got it for iOS? Okay. Yeah, no, I haven't updated yet. I mean, like I said before, for the most part, the control issues aren't causing me a big issue, so it's not too much of a rush for me. It takes less than a minute. It is out and way better now. That's good. Yeah, like I said, it's not causing me any issues really anyway, so I wouldn't notice any difference. Yeah, it shouldn't take long because it's not an entire, like a monthly update, right? It's just a hotfix, so it should just be a quick load and done. Yeah, I was going to check for it before I went live, but I realized I hadn't done the graphic for the arena predictions, so I got that done quickly. Which is interesting. There's no where I normally get the images for the arena stuff. There is no images yet for Penny Parker or Spidey 2099, so I had to go to a different source for that. Let's see. But that's good if it's getting things back to normal. But it is kind of what I was figuring, was they were going to basically say, we've got to live with the issues, as is. Because in the announcement they sent out was that this current fix should have things better, but it's going to take some time until it's back to normal. So, which I think that's fair. Like, if they do feel, that they can have things functioning closer to normal, it is definitely good to get that out there as quick as they can. One thing I found a little bit interesting, and I mean, maybe it comes down to how much testing they've done of what they've just pushed out, but that without any feedback, they're going to be launching War and Summoner Showdown. I would have thought it would would have been a better idea to have this fix live for a week, get feedback on it, and then have Season 28 and Summoner Showdown scheduled. When you say done, no SOP, does that mean have 0 points in it, Billy? Okay. Mr. Enzo, how you doing? How is your Thursday evening coming along? Have you already applied the controls hotfix, Enzo? And if so, how are you finding it? Yeah, Batty. I think there's quite a few people who have just passed on a lot of content in the last month or so. Like, I think they're... Ooh, I almost pushed her to L2, which would not have been a good idea. Oh, well, maybe it's not going to matter. Yeah, it's not going to matter too much anyways. Well, okay. What? Maybe I do need to update. But if I update, then whenever I screw up, what do I blame it on then? 0 points. Yes, I could only auto-fight since last update. Oh, damn. You loved Summer Pain? Yeah. In general, or this the ghost encounter? Because I quite liked the ghost encounter. That was not bad at all. I think it was, especially considering the Emma Frost was pretty. It was difficult, but also a fair bit of RNG. Whereas the ghost one, there really wasn't too much RNG, other than if she was going to be cooperative and throw her specials. But other than that, like if you baited them out, blah blah, you just really had to watch the falter. And yeah, thought it wasn't too bad at all. Mr. AQ Shadow, how you doing? How's your day coming along? Let's see. So, Enzo, now that you're back home and finished your vacation, are you ready for the next vacation? So, if you go on vacation, is it usually you go to the US or do you go other places as well? And I'd assume you could get pretty decent flights out of Switzerland too, right? To probably pretty much everywhere. Still editing? Yeah, editing is a non-ending activity once you get started. Yeah, I don't have any videos to post for a while, but I think when we get the gold boost, I think I'm going to stream most of those openings. But I might stream it and then also just put up a video, a condensed video of whatever was on stream. But I think I'm going to try to hit 200 million gold, probably. I got 9 videos that are being worked on. Very good. Very good indeed. Yeah, there was, back in the spring, I guess, yeah, it was around the spring cleaning, because I bought a couple of those offers. Yeah, so between that and July 4th. So from buying the offers, like I had quite a few crystal openings and I had them scheduled. And I think I was up to like 12 scheduled videos. And well, I haven't really done any openings. I haven't done any... It's been a long time since I've done any video other than crystal openings. Yeah. But when we get the Summer of Pain rewards, well, that will be a quick short video. But then once the gold boost is on, I'm going to open up a couple different things for that. During that time, I split vacations between the US and Chile, where my father lives. Spend other time here. I love Where in Chile? I also just redid your merch website. Very good. Yeah, I was in Chile 4 years ago? 5 years ago? Yeah, I think it was about 5 years ago. I didn't do much. I was pretty much... Yeah, I think pretty much the whole time I was just in Santiago. I went to Argentina as well for like 3 days, which I don't think that really counts. And then I went to the coast in Chile just for a day. Like, took a bus in the morning and was back in the evening. I've never been outside the US. Well, I mean, there's a ton to see in the US, though, right? And then you could also drive into Canada, drive into Mexico, so. I think the first time I traveled on my own internationally, I think I was 16 or 18. We had gone to the Bahamas for Christmas, and I don't remember why, but I ended up leaving earlier than my parents, and I don't remember what the reason was. But yeah, I mean, it was just get on one plane, get off another, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But Santiago, though, I've been everywhere in Chile. Okay, cool. Have you ever been to Easter Island? Although I don't know if that's what's administered by Chile, but I don't know if that's really considered Chile. I've only been to 3 states in the U.S. Well, I think that's more than me. Wait, Florida, New York, California. No, I've been to like 5? Yeah, I think I've been to 5 states. I've been to every province in Canada. Except, well, I've been to Saskatchewan, but just through the airport, so I don't know if that really counts. I haven't actually done anything there, which I don't think there's a hell of a lot to do in Saskatchewan. Except Easter Island. Yeah, I don't think Easter Island is... Oh, I guess maybe. Maybe it's considered part of Chile. How long has your dad been there? Have you ever been to Peru, Enzo? So I think the big appeal for Peru is Machu Picchu, I think. Which actually, it's interesting. There was some study released recently suggesting that Machu Picchu is much older than initially thought. I don't know how much older, but it's kind of funny too. Whenever you see people with pictures having been to Machu Picchu, it's basically the same kind of picture. Like it's always from the same angle, kind of. PEI is the Easter Island of Canada. Well, except there's no big rock statues, but PEI is pretty unique for Canada. The thing with PEI, it just feels like the whole time you're there, it's like you're on a movie set. It's so perfect. Like the grass is so green. There's no litter. Yeah, it just seems so perfect. It's staged kind of. I don't know what it would like. I've only been since the bridge was there, and like that would have been weird. Having it, the only way you could assess it was through a ferry for an entire province. Like that would just seem, which I mean, that was the case for a long damn time. How long does it usually take from Switzerland to Chile? Because you would have to change planes at some point, right? Like you wouldn't be able to go direct. Would you even be able to go direct from London to Chile? Maybe you'd have to change in the US as well. Well, no, I guess if you were to just go straight southwest, no, because then it'd be like Brazil or Argentina or something, right? Geneva to Madrid to Santiago. Okay. Yeah, that would make sense from Spain direct. Okay. I think, where did I have to change? Oh, I had to change in Texas when I went. So I went from Calgary to Houston to Santiago. Yeah. Only director are Madrid, Milan, and Paris. Okay. How long of a flight is that? That'd be more because Toronto to London is like 7 to 9 hours. And I mean, you're basically just flying over water. So that's got to be, you're looking at more than 12 hours then, no? But, okay, there we go. I think the longest I've ever been in the air was 15. And the travel time was 21. Yeah, when I was younger, I liked I liked the whole adventure of travel, but I don't care for it anymore. I just want to be where I'm going. I don't care about the whole going through the airport, waiting for your luggage. Nah. In my 20s, that was all part of the adventure. It was exciting. You know, talk to random people in the airport and stuff. And now, no. No. Is there anywhere you haven't been that you want to go, Enzo? Uh-oh. Oh, you really, dude? Really? Damn it, I wanted my L2 for his real phase, because that would have pretty much done him in, but... Really? Come on. Fine. Come on, dude. Ugh, well, so much for that. Wait, that was... Oh, okay. So I think I'm going to try to go for Spidey 2099 as a 5-star, but I think I'm going to wait until round 2. Not too many places I want to go. I'm not very enthusiastic to travel. I'd rather just bike to obscure villages in Switzerland. Yeah, fair enough. So if you were to do that, like to bike from where you are to another town, I guess depending on the distance, but would you like sleep at the destination or just go hang out for a bit and then ride back home? And it's not like the Netherlands where you could just basically bike the entire country, is it? It's funny. I've never had a desire to go to Switzerland really, but then whenever I see pictures of like the mountains and the small towns below the mountains, I'm always like, oh, that would be a nice place to visit. Go hang out and take the train back is okay. Okay, that's not a bad way to go then. Not bad at all. Is the train pretty cheap? So I think when I was in Italy, I didn't. Where did I go? So I went to Napoli for like a day. That wasn't very much by train. Then went to Florence for like a weekend. And I think between the two of those, it was like probably less than $50. I'm off to my stream. See you later. All right, dude. Have a good one. Thanks for coming by and saying hi. And don't do any craziness on stream. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what Spidey 2099 goes for. Both has a 5 and 6 star. It doesn't really seem like he's got too much going for him. I don't think he's very high for prestige, and just regular use, he doesn't look anything too spectacular. So, but I think being a new champion, and a champion that people have wanted for a while, I suppose that's really all he's got going for him. Okay. Dun, dun. I just did a little testing. Update seems better. Well, I would hope so, because that's the whole point, right? I would hope it's better. Dude, just imagine if they did that and things were worse. Oh, that would be... Which, I mean, absolutely could happen. Yeah, if I'd been having substantial problems all along, then yeah, it would probably be much quicker to apply the update. But yeah, I really haven't been having issues in the last month, so I really don't think it's going to change much for me. Come on. There we go. Thank you. Ooh, he's already back. Unblockable. Ugh. I guess that's going to be the only way to get him out of that. Okay. There was a while ago, I think it was before the controls problem started, I was doing war. I was using Omega Red, and I was fighting a Nick, and he went to throw his L2, and I was going to do my normal thing where I block just until the final gunshot, and then dex it. And I'm pretty sure I dexed it, but it killed me, and I was like, "What the hell was that?" I mean, bring on more compensation. Well, the pre-sorry packages are done apparently for AQ, so we won't see any more of those. Well, we won't see any pre-sorry stuff really. That's all said and done. I think they were suggesting an overall thing for war, though. Overall thing for war, and then a final compensation package in general. Yeah, I have no idea what that final compensation is going to look like, though. I think in the final one, though, they're going to have regular revives and health pots. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see if we get that before the final week of Summer of Pain. I don't think we will. That'd be very nice if we did, though. I think most well, I guess depending on how much stuff ends up in my inventory, in my overflow, I may end up using that to get started on the LOL arena challenges. If we got it before Summer of Pain was completely done, then yeah, I'd absolutely use it toward that, and probably do more, because I don't think I'm going to try much more than just completion. If for completion you can just do the Grandmaster, I don't think I'm going to do much more than that. But I mean, I will wait to see what the rewards look like, what the difficulty seems to be, and then go from there. But I had that too, where I go to Dex and won't move or take the hit, and I'm like 100% Dex. Yeah. So there have been times absolutely where, like, I do that and just stand still. And it's weird to say it feels like it, just stood still. But this time I felt like it had Dexed, like I had moved. But he just. So this was the thing that was weird. If because Nick Fury wasn't unblockable. So I must have at the very least let go of block because he hit me. But it looked like I was still blocking, and that's why I thought it was so weird. I'd be happy with gold, but I take more free stuff. Oh yeah, I don't think. Do they normally give gold in compensation? But actually, that'd be pretty good if it could work out pretty well. If gold was one of the items, and it's also during gold boost, that would not be bad at all. Yeah, I'd be okay with that. But I am going to do an opening of I think all of the gold crystals I have, and a bunch of PHC and probably some other hero crystals, and see if I can get to over 200 million gold. So I'd be starting at, I think 144 currently. Oh wait. So I might be a little bit more, might have a little bit more than 144 when it starts. I don't think they ever gave gold. Yeah, I don't think so. This would be a really good time for them to do so. Oh boy, I'm not going to get noisy. They're out doing road work. They're out there working on the roads. Well, there we go with a crash, although that's that's kind of usual now. Although that's like fourth or fifth crash today. I was doing Arena for a while before streaming, and it crashed several times. Ugh, they're going to be out there for a while. I don't even know what they're doing. It looks like they're paving the roads, but when they're done and they go by, it doesn't look like there's any improvement, really. They've been out there for a while. Because I think... yeah, before 11 for sure. It's going to be weird going back to like not having this extra glory all the time and having to be a little bit more careful on where I'm spending my glory. Oi. Oi, oi, oi. Oh dear. Oh, damn, I didn't realize this. Okay, that makes sense. Thoughts on buffs? Mr. Parasite, how you doing? Well, is the actual info for the buffs out? I thought it was just that who was being buffed. We knew Miles was coming eventually. I don't know if Gamora really needs one. I don't use it for anything, so I'm not that familiar with her. You didn't get a notification on Discord? Because on Discord it's out. For both the YouTube and the Twitch one. But yeah, I wouldn't rely on the YouTube notifications at all. So the YouTube one went out at 1:05 my time, so that was 34 minutes ago, and the Twitch notification, yeah, they're both at the same time. So yeah, they were both out on the YouTube side for sure. No info. Gamora got a buff, so I don't see a need for another one. Yeah, I found that kind of odd that they would have her. Now I wonder. Oh, you know what they may end up doing? So I was just kind of thinking, for Arena, if they're going to do the champion selector after the buffs, but I'm thinking now what they'll probably do after 3 months, they'll probably do like what they did this last Arena and have 6 champions in the selector, rather than every month having an Arena with just 2 champions in the selector. Yeah, they'll probably do it like this last one, which isn't too bad. Not too bad at all. Alright, so I think, yeah, I have one more match, which means we get the new 4-star for Spidey 2099. Yeah. And actually, depending on how far I get for the basic Arena, I may go for Spidey 2099 as a 5-star first round. So I think mid to high 40s should be fine for the 5-star. I don't think he's gonna go 50s. Yeah, no, I don't think so. Because Hercules was the highest for a featured 5-star at 50 and 51, I think. And I definitely don't see Spidey going anywhere near that. Out of all the Cosmic Drax, Groot, Rocket Raccoon, Airwalker, etc., could have been a better choice. Yeah, it's weird. But, well, yeah, no, I was going to say maybe they were going to go, like, to buff the Guardians of the Galaxy, but Drax and Groot are both members of the Guardians of the Galaxy. And Rocket Raccoon being Tex, I mean, if they're looking to buff Cosmic, he wouldn't be one for consideration. I wonder if they're leaving Groot to keep it as like the worst champion in the game. Because even Iron Patriot, after his buff, buff through synergy anyways, he's still not very good. But that synergy buff, though, for him does make a big difference. It doesn't make him much better, but it does make a big difference. Let me get into AQ and War, then be back. All right, dude. Mr. Supersonic, how you doing? How is your day coming along? All right, now we're going to get into the 6-star basic, and we're going to do at least 3 million there. And yeah, if we get 3 million, because I only need to get overall about 8. If I can get to 8 million in the basic between today and between today and tomorrow, I may just go for Spidey 2099. What synergy? Oh, the one for Iron Patriot a while back. Who was it with? Red Goblin, I think. Yeah, it was with Red Goblin. Where it basically removes the Iron Patriot Arc Overload grants a Fury buff, increasing attack rating by 300% for 30 seconds. No longer burns out Iron Patriot's suit and can be reactivated after a 60-second cooldown. Yeah. So I've tried that twice, and it didn't seem that great, but it's definitely better than anything was going to make him better than what he was, so... Hey, Mr. Brian Perkins raid. Well. Berserk and Jinx, how you guys doing? Welcome to the stream. How is your day coming along? Okay, yeah, so we'll start off with the lowest 5 stars as usual. Okay. Percolators. Good. I'm doing okay. Can't complain. Just trying to knock out some of this arena craziness. Slowly but surely. I'll be lurking while making lunch and odd chores. Alright, dude. Thank you for the raid. Much appreciated. What are you making for lunch? Oy. There we go. I guess it's nice, but he's still trash. I have a 6-star. I am Patriot Natural Sig 40, so I know. Yeah. 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 And I mean, he's not somebody you would really use in long fights. And having it at a minute cooldown, you're never going to really take advantage of that. You going for any champ? I might be going for Spidey 2099, depending on how many points I put up in the basic arena right now. If I can get to about 3.5 million in the basic arena now, I should then be able to finish the day with about 5 million. And then I'd only want another 3 million in the basic, so then the rest of this current arena series, I could use all my 5 stars in the featured. I went for Cable as a 6-star in the basic, and then I went for Black Widow and Strife in the next arena. And then I missed Stripe from the basic, and I went for him again. So I went like 3 weeks grinding for specific champions. And then I went for Psycho Man. That one wasn't too bad, though. That wasn't too bad at all. So yeah. Yeah, so I think other than probably Angela and Omega Red, I don't see going for any other champions in particular. I need to take a little bit of a break from doing excessive arena grinds. Mr. Big Blue, how you doing? In here with a Shadows raid? Well, well, well. Double raid, not bad. Not bad at all. Feeling the love. Mr. Forger, how you doing? Mr. Clark, how goes it? Speaking of cooldowns, he's still fine with the current one, but I feel like iHawk needs a little decrease in his immortal cooldown. I could see something like that changing with synergies for him. Mr. Shadow, how you doing? Thank you for the raid.
There's just one thing.
What's that?
Raid's here.
Raid!
Oh, this just in. Apparently, it's Raid.
How's your day coming along? It's pretty much only when you come into chat do I play that. For the most part, actually I don't really play the raid thing that much anymore at all. Mr. Will W, how you doing? How's your day coming along? Hanging in there. Actually scooped a 5-star Spidey 2099 for my Crystal Day. Very excited not to have to do the... Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I was thinking to go for him round 2, depending on how high he goes round 1. But if I'm able to put up a fair bit of points in the basic right now, then I'll probably go for the featured 5-star round 1. Doing okay? Good to catch your stream? Good stuff. Good stuff indeed. Is this your first time here, Will? I don't think I've seen you before. But at my age, who knows? I forget things pretty quickly. What did I say? Yeah, I don't think Spidey 2099 is gonna go too high at all. As long as it's not that damn noisy baby. I think that's gonna be the outgoing raid. And I still want at least one more. I was trying to find some kind of sound clip from Shadow Legends, but I can't find anything that I like. They're all not very exciting. It is I Follow the Crowd from Lord Shadow Stream. Good stuff. Good stuff indeed. Yeah, Mr. Shadow is definitely a good way to start off the arena grind. Oh, and he's duped, so I'm not going to be able to parry him. Let's see. Oh, okay. Well, that's going to work well. Here we go. Very good, very good. I always felt like fixing champs with synergies is a bit of a cop-out. I felt like they could have just made a chance in a future update similar to them making Ghost Rider incinerate him. Yeah, changing the super future update. Yeah. Yeah, like something for Iron Patriot where it really feels as though they added that synergy with Red Goblin and then they're done with him, right? Like, they definitely need to do more to improve him for sure. But it really feels like that's it, at least for a while. Eventually, he'll probably get some kind of love. I don't think we're going to see that for some time yet. And, well, maybe even longer now that they're going to only 2 updates a month rather than the 3. Did you apply the hotfix? Damn. Shadow? Okay. This one fight right now is making me feel like I should be doing that. I really haven't had much of a problem with controls, except to this point right now. Yeah, okay. I do have 6-star Gamora and T5 Cosmic CC, so next month should be interesting. Okay. Okay. Would you consider taking... Well, I guess depending on what the buff looks like, but you'd consider taking her to rank 3? I don't think that... Because I think Miles is going to be the overhaul, so I don't know if Gamora is going to be that substantial. Not yet. Want to finish up my 5 stars first? Yeah. Yeah, I want to get through at least the 6 stars for sure. And probably get a good start on the basic before I do anything. And I was going to wait and see which I'll probably check the forums. Either just before ending the stream or afterward and see what people are saying. But I think only one person so far in the stream has commented, and they're saying that it seemed to be a fair bit better, so... I have an R3 Miles because it was my only option to become Thronebreaker. I'm ready. Yeah, I bet, eh? But I'm hearing that it's a good one so far, and that's good. That's good. Depends on the buff. The battle is between her and Angela, and it's going to take a long time before Angela's duped. Yeah, well, depending on your 5-star roster, she's going to be in the basic arena. Not too far off. Let me see. But yeah, if you don't have the 5 stars, like a decent 5-star roster, then it wouldn't be worthwhile going for. So we got Kingpin now. Then next we got Super Skrull, Civil Warrior. Civil Warrior is going to be really low. MCOC, and then Angela. So yeah, she's not too far off. Actually, Super Skrull and MCOC, I think MCOC might go a little bit high. But those might be worthwhile picking up new 5 stars. which is kind of what I'm trying to do currently. I have 5-star Angela, but I don't like R5 being 5 stars anymore. Yeah. I feel you there for sure. I'll take a 5-star to rank 5 with a gem, but not with resources. I did take Kamala Khan to rank 5 with resources, but that was specifically for the Karita challenge. Now that that's done, I don't think I will ever use her again. But I'm pretty sure it was worth it as opposed to trying to do that with an R4. I mean, it could definitely be done with an R4, but no, I'm pretty sure that saved me resources like revives and pots. But I think it must be almost a year now that I haven't taken anybody to R5 unless using a gem. Update takes less than a minute, so no biggie. Arena better can now turn auto fight off. Just unclear and uncollected. Good stuff. Yeah, I'm not gonna update while streaming, but maybe once I'm done with this session of the 5 stars. Really. Yeah, and other than that fight just now with Medusa, that was partly my fault, but partly something just wasn't working right. But yeah, for the most part, it hasn't really been an issue for me. Gotta run. Too much sitting equals bad. Yes. And do laundry. All right, dude. Thanks for the raid. Much appreciated. And thanks for coming hanging out. Are you going for anybody this round? For either of the champions, or are you going to wait until round 2? I am kind of interested to see what Kingpin goes for though as a 6-star. Even in case I'm forced to do a rank up because of T5B overflow, I rather the 6-star because I can burn more T5B in ratio to T2. Yeah, and for the most part for myself, I would rather take up a average 6-star than a great 5-star. Yeah, and there's no 5-star that I've got currently that I could see making it significant. The only 5-star that I think I could get that I would consider taking to rank 5 with resources would probably be Human Torch. But outside of that, I can't really see any 5-star that would add anything that significant that would be worth using the resources on. Because I don't, like, the only other one I could possibly think of might be Hercules, but I don't think he would really outshine the 6 stars. So probably, yeah, I don't think he would do any better than an R3 Corvus or an R3 CGR. So it might be better than R2 Angela though, because I think that's the next Cosmic I'm going to rank. But it's going to be dependent on getting her duped. I don't think I'd rank her unduped, but if I'm able to dupe her from the arena, I will probably take her to rank 2. And I will try not to get hit. Probably 5-star, so that I have the option to go for Kingpin. Okay, yeah. And going for somebody in the featured arena just seems so much easier than going for somebody in the basic. Like, the basic is just soul draining. But if I can get to 5 or 6 million in the basic today, that will leave me with just 3 or 2 million more. Then I'll run all 6 stars and all 5 stars in the featured for 5-star Spidey 2099. But we will see. We will see indeed. Okay. Although, yeah, I'm definitely not going to go for any featured 6 stars anytime soon. Like from the featured arena. I am going to go for the new featured 6-star crystal when that's out. That's about a little bit more than 2 months away, I think. And I'm at 40 or 45,000 6-star shards currently, so we should be able to add a few more in the next little while too. If I could get to 150,000 6-star shards, so it would be 10 featured crystals, that'd be pretty nice. But I don't know if I'll be able to get to that many. The only 5 stars I have that I may consider R5 is Fury, Colossus, She-Hulk, or Hitmonkey, but I don't see myself ranking up any of them just because I haven't encountered a situation where I need them. Yeah. I think out of those, the only one I would consider would be Nick Fury. And not even so much that I would have a primary use for him, but just because I could see using him on the team a lot, and just, you know, if you wanted to use him to finish off a fight. But I think the others, well, no, Colossus you could definitely use a ton. Well, you could use them all a lot, but I think if it were me, I don't use She-Hulk at all for anything. Hitmonkey, I would probably just be bringing him for 1 or 2 fights. So, yeah, you wouldn't necessarily need him at rank 5 just for that. And then Nick, you could also, if you've got him at a decent sig, you could always put him on defense too. So you could find a fair bit of use for him. Okay. Yeah, my last, oh, damn. My last few 5 stars that I've taken to rank 5 were I-Bomb, Guardian, and Mole Man. I-Bomb actually ended up coming in handy because I used him for the Mysterio fight for Summer of Pain, and if not for I-Bomb, that would have been a difficult fight. I mean, it was difficult anyways. It was, but yeah, I would have definitely had to use resources if not for I-Bomb. Absolutely. Okay, so we got one more with the low 5 stars, and then we get to the higher end 5 stars. Let's see, well, yeah, okay. Whatever 5 stars I pick up, though, I do need to get them to rank 3 so that they're going to be useful in arena. Although I guess even if they're not at rank 3, I could still use them when I start out the arenas. And I'll probably go for Penny Parker as a 5 star. I do still have some Tech T4CC to use up. Holy crap! Oh, really? Okay. Colossus and Nick are worth it, but Nick has always played as a synergy piece rather than offense. And for Colossus, I'll R5 him. But only after I open my Mutant Nexus 6 star. Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, and I mean, any rank ups in general probably makes sense to hold off until that class Nexus. Which we are less than a week away from being able to open it. And I'm starting, so I know for sure I'm going to get one skill T5CC, and I wasn't settled on any other class for the other one, but I think I'm going to go Science. I don't think I would immediately take I-Hulk to rank 3, but I'm going to hold on to it and possibly take him to rank 3. Oh, snap. Oh, that was a little bit too soon, wasn't it? Actually, that would have been well, no, if that would have killed him, that would have been fine. But if not, that was going to be a bunch of damage I'd be taking back. Okay. Okay. And okay, so we're going to switch over to the higher end 5 stars, and we're going to relog. So I can already see it wants to. So if we don't do it, the game will do it itself. So have most of you already applied the hotfix for the control issues? I'm just going to check the forums now and see if there's any threads in regards to it. So, okay. So it looks like most people are liking it. That's good. That is good. Oh. So one person say they didn't have issues before, but they're having issues now with getting kicked out and lag. Oh dear. Let's clear these. Oh, and we have event quest completion coming up later today too. Which I might just, what is it? We're not quite halfway through the month, but I might just go and finish off Cavalier difficulty, or at least get the objectives done. You're back? Well, welcome back, Mr. Parasite. Welcome back indeed. So we just got the multiplier going with the lower end 5 stars. I'm going to switch over to the maxed out 5 stars. And the goal is to get to about 2.5 to 3 million in the basic. And then probably get a decent start on the summoner trials. Okay. Oh, so Summoner Showdown should be starting Monday, I think, right? That's the 16th. Be more. How you doing? How's your day coming along? Yeah, Monday is the 16th. Okay. That'll be interesting. I'm looking forward. I'm not planning to try to get anything from that, but I'm looking forward to see how that goes. Tell them in forums to start SOP again, so we can do it now. Well, but I mean, at least you'll be able to participate in the final portion of Summer of Pain. So you won't be able to get the milestone rewards, but whatever rewards are in the last portion of it, you'll be able to get. So, yeah. Because I think either it's going to be that you can just do the Grandmaster, or you'll just have to do 3 fights in total. So. But man, that would be so nice if we get the compensation before it's all done, and there's a bunch of revives and health pots in there. I really don't see them doing that though, because yeah, they would miss out on a ton of. Well, I don't know, because I mean, most people probably save their free crystals, so probably just use those. I figure it would take about 2 weeks to see the compensation. We've got a little bit more than 2 weeks until Summer of Pain is done, so we'll see, I suppose. What are you up to, Bimore? What you got going down on this fabulous Thursday? Oh, you know what? I just realized I should be running attack. No, after I get through the R5s, I'll run attack boosts. Because I think the closest one is either 4 or 5 days to expiring. Although I guess I could be using them too if I'm going to do cab difficulty later. But either way, I've got a ton, so. That more than anything seems to be something we get in excess for doing all of the solo events. Big Blue, are you thinking to go for Penny Parker as a 6-star? That arena might be kind of high. Not as high as Hercules, but probably one of the higher ones for the last little while. In addition, Colossus is the only mutant I would use a 6-star mutant awakening gem on, so I would wait to open that Nexus first. Yeah. Wait, is that... Ah. Yeah, I think for me the only... If Omega Red wasn't coming up in arenas relatively soon, I would consider a gem for him. But because he is going to be in arenas, I wouldn't use a gem on him. I would use it on Archangel. I'm not into that 120 million plus grind. No champ is worth that in my eyes. Fair enough. Fair enough. I couldn't do any content at all. I fight my way through content, but my minis now are lined up for cab. Well, not going to get much use out of Blade against Nebula, but well, yeah, if I get to an L2, that will do not too bad. I probably need to get to an L2, but if we manage to that. Alright, well, L2 it is. There we go. Do you already have an R3, Billy? Or is that the portion for Thronebreaker that you don't have yet? Oh, come on. That should have hit him. That should have hit him. I forgot Archangel is a 6-star, so Colossus or Archangel. Okay. Yeah. You know, I'm fine with having him at R3, but now that Legend runs for the Act content aren't a thing, I don't know if I would have taken him to R3. But I mean, yeah, it's not like I'd want to undo it anyways. I think the only difference would have been I would have taken Omega Red to R3 already. Yeah, that's the only difference it would have made, really. Imagine the damage of a 6-star R4 Archangel with Apocalypse Synergy. Yeah. Although the Apocalypse Synergy doesn't enhance the damage. I'm trying to think. It just pauses... Because there's the Synergy and there's the Horseman portion of it, too. I don't remember which is which, but one just basically, when you do a heavy, each hit has the opportunity to pause the neurotoxins. Which I guess, yeah, over time that would be more damage, because the longer they stay on, the more they tick away. Yeah, I'll just push him to the L2. Actually, with stacks on me, I could push him to an L3 and be fine. Don't think my L2... Oh, yeah, this should do him in. This should do him in. Which class Nexus is more preferable? I'm happy even if it lands on someone for Arena, but if I get a decent one, it's okay for me. Any suggestions? Did you see KT1's video with his spreadsheet to calculate your best odds? Because that might be your best way to go. I'll show you what I did, but mine is not as involved as his, and yeah, I think his would probably be a much better way to go. But I think just on the face of it, Mutant is probably going to be the strongest one to go for, just because there's so many great mutants. So like if there was no champion in particular, if there was no champion in particular that you were after, I think you're going to be safest with Mutant. But, yeah, because for me, for Mutant, I'm not after Colossus, but if I got Colossus, I wouldn't be unhappy. But for a new champion, I would want Red Mag. Oh, not that one. There we go. So, every time I open this, I always have to enlarge it. Damn. So this is what I made up, and I just put like wanting a new champion is worth 3 points, wanting somebody awakened is worth 2 points, and just being okay with getting the champion, whether it be new or awakening, it was worth 1 point. So I just went through it. So before doing this, I figured I wanted Mutant, but I wanted to have an idea how close with that criteria, how closely I'd be with the other classes. And I was pretty surprised that skill was the next closest. Like Mutant at 18 points overall and skill at 17. Prior to doing this, I had no idea. Even when I thought of the skill champions that I would want, I had no idea that it would have been that close. So for me, skill or Mutant. But I've kind of been tossing around the idea of science. But I don't think I'm going to do science. I like AT1, but I don't think that spreadsheet is accurate for calculations. Yeah, but I mean, it would be, as long as the formulas are there, it would be easy enough to check, right? And because I think what he was suggesting is you make a copy for yourself. So I would assume if you do that, you can make whatever adjustments you would need to. But yeah, so for me, it's going to be Mutant, Red Mags, and Namor as new champions. I'd like to see either of them. For Awakenings, Archangel, Omega Red, Professor X, or DPX. The only reason for Deadpool X-Force is just because I use him with Nick in Incursions. And as unduped, I find absolutely no use for him. But at least if he was duped, with the bleed, hacks, or buffs, it could make him a little bit better. And then other than that, the ones that I'd be okay with. Actually, I just realized now they're all new champions that I'd be okay with. But Colossus, Iceman, Havoc, and Rogue. Yeah. Yeah, so that's what it is for me. And I mean, this is pretty... Oh, I didn't even use any calculation. Yeah, I just did all that, just whatever. Just looked at whoever was here and just added it all up. So the only calculation is summarizing the final amount. Yeah. So yeah, I think overall, if you've got every champion that you would want in the game, I think Mutant would be the best to go for. Because even if you have every champion you want, but there are new champions or dupes that you want, you'd probably be safest with Mutant. Also, like, I think if you're going Mystic, for example, it's probably Doom or Claire, maybe Dragon, maybe Diablo now that somebody would want. But the problem with Mystic is that if you don't get exactly who you want, everybody else is going to feel like a pretty big miss. I don't see that with Mutant. Like, if I don't get Red Mags or Namor as a new one, even if I got Psylocke new, it's still okay because, yeah, she's not somebody I really want, but at least she's still got potential if she's a horseman. So, since I'm only getting 25% T5CC, should I go Mystic for Doom? I don't have much. Or do I just go Mutant because that's my closest to forming? Only Mutant 6-star right now is Bishop, which isn't bad. So yeah, that's what I was saying. I wouldn't go for Mystic for Doom because you're only getting 3 options. The likelihood... Well, okay. It comes down to who are you... If you miss Doom, are you okay getting? Right? Are you okay with Claire? Are you okay with Sorcerer Supreme, Dragon Man, Diablo? Right? Because those are going to be pretty much your best options. I would be okay with Dormammu or Morningstar. A lot of other people wouldn't. So that's what it's going to come down to. Not so much who's the one champion you want, but what misses are you okay with? And I don't think Mystic has a ton of okay misses. Make the new column worth 4 points and see how your total changes. What new column? I personally just watched class by class, which Crystal had the most options for an R2 or R3 champion, but the fact that Mutant has 50% chance to give me an R3 worthy champ was the nail in the coffin. Yeah, but it depends on, like, everybody is different, right? What champions they'd want R3. Also, whether or not you already have... Let me see if I could think of an example. So this isn't a good example necessarily, because I could see taking Mole Man to R3, even though I have him as an R5. But let's just say that for Mole Man, for example, I have him as a maxed 5-star, and I figure that does enough for me. I would never need him as an R3. So that would be one less champion from the skill class that I'd be after necessarily. Still getting him as a 6-star would be great, but maybe I wouldn't do anything with him right away. Actually, no. You know what? Better example would be Guardian. So I've got Guardian as a 5-star, maxed out. I don't have him leveled up all the way. But as a 6-star, I definitely would not take him to R3. If I were to get him Awakened and High Sig as a 6-star, then okay. But as soon as I pulled him, no, he would not be an R3 consideration. So it'd be something like that. But yeah, I think for me, Mutant is definitely going to be the best option. I think for anybody that's kind of unsure, then I think Mutant is probably the way to go. But yeah, it also comes down to who you've got as well already. Oy, oy, oy. Damn. Is it better to grind 1 to 5% in basic or featured? It really depends on how many 6 stars you have. Yeah, it depends on how many 6 stars you have. So I've got 105 6 stars, I think. I think it's 105. So I can get to the 5% for in the featured by using 6 stars 5.5 times. If I ran my 5 stars, like all my 105 6 stars. If I ran all my 5 stars, every time they're off cooldown, it would be 2 and a bit. But I just find running the basic, I just find it really draining. So once I hit like 3 million or so, I'm just done with the basic. Yeah. But yeah, it would be, I think overall, like amount of time spent, the basic is probably less time if you're running all your 5 stars. I have skill and cosmic 1 to 2 waiting. Okay. Talking about the T5CC selector, I already have him at R2. I think I need to make myself a spreadsheet. Well, like I said, that spreadsheet I did just like, because we talked about it on stream several times and I always said mutant, and I just wanted to have an idea, like if I made a point system, if that's really would be the best way for me to go. And it is. But the one surprising thing from that sheet was just how close skill was. Because skill, like when talking about it, definitely wasn't one I was considering to go for. And it depends too, right? Like you can decide, do you want to go with the class that has the least misses? Do you want to go with the class that has the most champions you want? So, if I skipped Mole Man, I would R3 him as quickly as I could, even with having him. Yeah, and that's why I decided to go with Guardian instead, because, yeah. I think that would be the case for a lot of people, for Mole Man. Yeah, Guardian would have been a better example. I don't sleep on Psylocke, even as a non-horseman. She's yeah. But I mean, the main reason you'd want her is for power control, and I think I've got some pretty good power control options. Not for mutants, but in general, I do have a couple good power control options. So, and then the thing is too, right? Like having her, wouldn't prioritize ranking her up. Because Omega Red will eventually go to R3. Cable might go to R2. I don't think there's any other mutant rank. I could see taking X-23 to rank 3, actually. Definitely no time soon. But I could see doing that eventually. VX, how you doing? How's your Thursday coming along? Let's see. I don't really have enough 5 stars ranked, but I have about 58 6 stars. So 58 6 stars, that would be a little bit more than half. No, yeah, you wouldn't want to be aiming for the 5% in the featured. Because if you were aiming for the 5% in the featured, you're gonna have to be using all your 6 stars, all your 5 stars, which, I mean, that's fine. But in that case, you might be better off going for the top 10% in both the featured and the basic. You're not getting as much. So if you're going for the top 5%, I'm guessing you're after the 6-star shards mainly, right? Because if you were to go for the top 10% in both arenas, you would end up with 1,000 6-star shards, but you would also get all of the battle chips and all of the milestones along the way for both. My other options are Skill for Fury dupe or Mystic for Diablo dupe, but Mystic has big misses. And for Skill, if I didn't get that one champion I want, it's a waste. Yeah, I would say that actually I want my Kingpin dupe as well. Well, he's in arena right now. I burned out all my energy and I was wondering what are the fastest way to max out champions. You burned your energy, like your energy moving node to node? And the fastest way to max out champions, I'm not too sure because those are kind of two unrelated things. I think I'm gonna go mutant because I think I'm lacking in that class. Okay. Which class has more champs suitable for suicides apart from tech? Mutant, I think. That's what I am confused. Berserk, I have both Warlock and Gilly 2099, so I don't need a tech. What? But you don't have Ghost. Come on. X23, really? Yeah, I quite like her. I don't use her a ton. I took her to R2 just to make potion farming in ROL a little bit more interesting. It hasn't really made it any more interesting. But yeah, I like her. So I could see taking, like I said, it's not going to be anytime soon at all. I'm going to get back to the question about the suicides, but I just wanted to catch up on what I have missed out on. Let's see. 6 stars equals 3.5 million per round, 5 stars 1.5. Mr. Relentless, how you doing? How you doing? Is everyone doing? Feels like after the update still having issues? I looked at the forums. It seems most people on the forums are... Oh, well, there was one post where they're having more disconnects and lag. So I'm thinking maybe they're just running an iPhone 8 like me. I use 6 stars after I finish milestones and featured. Yeah. Screw that. The arena can keep their 6-star Kingpin. Okay, so who was it asking about which class has the suicide friendly? Which class? Okay, that was Parasite. Well, I guess it really kind of depends on how you look at it. If you look at it as far as an immunity standpoint, then yes, tech with all the robots. But if you look at it as recovering or not having that big of an impact from suicides, then maybe Mystic. Because you've got Claire, who you can become bleed, poison, incinerate immune on your L2 in Blood Curse. You can also heal up all your damage. Then you've got now Diablo, who is probably the most sustainable champion with suicides. Omega Red would be the only one who'd be better. The difference between the two is that Omega Red, you've got to trigger something, whereas Diablo, you don't. He's just going to be healing. Then you've got Sorcerer Supreme, who can trigger. Again, it's something you have to trigger, but she has the ability to heal. Then you've got Dragon Man, who's dual immune. And you don't need to be... Maybe to get the most out of it, you want to be using your L2 and possibly your L1 if you need to work around something in particular. But you could get away with Dragon Man pretty much using your L3. Mojo... No, I wouldn't really count Mojo. I mean, he does have the ability to heal, but again, it's something you've got to trigger. Yeah, so I would probably put it at Mystic. Thinking for Cosmic, not really. You do have the poison immunes. They're still going to take bleed. They're still going to suffer from recoil. Mutants, no. Actually, you know what? Mutant? No, it's kind of convoluted to get Mutant to be suicide friendly. But you could do it with Mutant, and it would affect every Mutant character. Actually, no, you know what? Okay, to be fair, yeah, because I think it's worthwhile. So, if you have X-23, hey, X-23, paired with Professor X, and then you've got Apocalypse on the team. You don't need Cable or Mr. Sinister. It would be good because it would allow you to make somebody a horseman quicker. But once they're a horseman, whoever it is, they're going to have bleed resistance, so they're not going to take any damage from bleed. With X-23 and Professor X, it will reduce the potency of poison. So at the beginning of the fight with the bleed, you'll end up healing up from there, and poison is going to be less of a detriment. So and that would go for all of the mutant class. But like I said, it's kind of convoluted, and you have to have a lot going for you. Doing good, just 2 parries so far. Could just be me, but getting kicked off. Yeah, okay, so that was the one complaint on the forums that I saw. Other than that, most people are saying it's good. But the one complaint I saw was that they were kept disconnecting, and I think they disconnected in AQ. But yeah, parry is, at least according to this thread, working better. So I might go Mystic or Mutant for class Summer of Pain. Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm going to stick with my initial plan and go Mutant. I think the only... Science potentially could change that. Especially if I'm thinking to take Hulk to rank 3. So the possibility of awakening him, getting Bomb, getting Torch. Torch is a 6-star though. I don't think I'd take him beyond R2. Yay. Now the smart thing here would just to be to use my L3 and get this over with, but hey, nobody ever accused me of being smart. Okay, there we go. I have Mojo 5-star Sig 200 and Doom 5-star Sig 200, so not planning for them. Okay. Mutants need dupes. Huh? Do you think more so than any other class? I think there's only 2 champions in the game that if you're going to play them at all, need to be duped. There are definitely a ton of champions who get a lot better, but only 2 that you don't play unless they're duped, and that's Aegon and Star-Lord. Omega Red definitely gets a lot better. You wouldn't really use him for anything significant without being awakened. Dr. Voodoo, yeah, kind of the same thing as Omega Red. But outside of that, I don't know. You could say the same thing for Guardian for his resistances, I suppose. Well, not I suppose, that's the truth. But you could still do crazy damage with him not duped. And then if you're doing a fight where you don't need the resistances, he's fine. Unawakened Angela is the same as duped Star-Lord. No, because it doesn't affect her damage, right? Let's see. Let us see. It is going to affect the biggest reason you want her. Like, you want her so that buffs drop off. And without being duped, that's not going to happen. But I don't think damage-wise that's going to have an impact. For each buff on Angela, her opponent suffers the following. negative 30% nullify and auto block, ability accuracy, and negative 30% damaging debuff. Yeah, so it doesn't affect her damage. But yes, and I mean, like I've said, so for the 6-star Angela, I won't rank 2 her unless she's awakened. Namor, Sunspot, Omega, Archangel. But I agree and I disagree with Namor. Because Namor, like, the reason why you want Namor, yes, you do need him to be awakened. But he can still, like, if there's no Thorns damage coming back at you, he's not really a necessity. So if you just needed, granted, I wouldn't rank Namor just as a damage dealer. That's not why you want him. But you could definitely still play him and still do crazy damage with him sleeping. Sunspot. Yeah. But I don't think as critical as Star-Lord or Aegon. And so like I said, Omega Red, you could still play him without, but you're not going to use him for anything significant. Archangel, that's only for his ability accuracy reduction, which you don't necessarily need all the time. But Archangel's damage is still is the same, sleeping or awake. I might not go with Mutant because I have 6-star R2 Cable already and 5 stars R5 Namor, Omega Apocalypse. If I want to select it, might be only for red mags. Probability is very less. Right, but here's the thing though. So if you got a 6-star Namor, Omega Red, or Apocalypse, would you be okay with that? Or would that be a bad thing to have any of those as a 6-star? Luke and Void need it. Luke needs it just for his survivability. Void, again, it's not... So, you could still use Void without, right? But you're going to get the fear of the Void with it. You have the potential to speed up how quickly your debuffs are applied. But that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying that these are champions that don't need to be awakened. I'm saying that there's only 2 champions that, if not awakened, you do not play them. You would play Luke or Void or Sunspot or Namor unawakened. You absolutely could. But to get the most out of them, yes, you do want them awakened. Namor doesn't need it. Sunspot doesn't. Beardo needs it. Beardo needs it for his utility. But for his damage and for his block proficiency, which... I mean, I guess it depends, right? Like, when I got him... I knew I had the 6-2 champion coming up, and I knew I wasn't going to be able to do the dash in, dash out nonsense. So the only way I was going to be able to deal with that last 10% was just to block through it. And so Beardo Unawakened was absolutely fine for that. Now, if he had been awakened, I probably would have used him for other things. But, and now that I do have him awakened, I do use him quite a bit. Whereas Star-Lord or Aegon, there is no situation I could ever see using either of them unawakened. Trying to think. So I've been using Omega Red unawakened specifically because I want to see what it's like, the difference between playing him unawakened and then when I do get him awakened. So I have been using him in circumstances where I really shouldn't be, but I do want to end up being able to compare it. So if not for that, yeah, I absolutely would not be using him unawakened. Sunspot, it's his awakening just makes him more manageable, doesn't need it. What about probability of getting a good champion from skill? I have Aegon 6-star unduped, but no need of duping him because I have 4-star max. I don't really see where a 6-star Aegon... Yeah, it's going to be a while before a 6-star Aegon is so much better than a 5-star. Because the thing with the 5 stars, you're going to be able to ramp up your combo quicker. Because the fights are going to be a little bit longer. Yeah, I don't want to take on Doom. What about probability of getting a good champion skill? Well, again, it depends on who you consider good, right? And who you got. But on that list that I showed for myself, skill is right behind Mutant for me. The biggest benefit for skill for me would be an Awakening on Nick, which I've decided after the final Summer of Pain objectives or fights are released and we see what the rewards are. If there's no Awakening Gem, I'm going to use a generic Awakening Gem on Nick. Even though I don't fight with him a ton, I usually have him on the team, and I've been putting my 5-star on defense. And the 5 stars is Awakened. And I think I've almost got a max sig. But yeah, I'm going to Awaken the 6-star Nick. But if, yeah, because, and I was thinking too, like maybe waiting until the Cyber Weekend offers and stuff. But I don't think I'm going to be spending any more money on the game. So that's irrelevant now. The problem is I already have 565, SIGs, 200 Omega, so I'm more leaning towards Mystic. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's absolutely going to be different for different people. But I think if you're unsure, yeah, if somebody is unsure, like really doesn't know who they want to go for, but doesn't want to get crap, like doesn't want to be upset about the rewards after this long of waiting, I think, and there's no guarantee, but I think your best opportunity at being content with the pull is probably Mutant. Maybe there's going to release Dr. Voodoo 6-star. Yeah, he's in the game files. He's there. So confused. Yeah, but I mean, nobody can answer that but yourself, right? And the thing is too, like even if there's just one champion out of a class that you want, it might be worthwhile taking that risk, right? If it's somebody you really, really want, that risk might absolutely be worth it for you. Is Sung Shi in basics? I don't think so, because he's no, he's not in the basic until October. Yeah, so he wouldn't be somebody available from that. But yeah, there's absolutely no new 6-star that I really, really want. There's no new 6-star that would be worth the extra 5,000 shards for me currently. So yeah, I wouldn't be going for a featured 6-star right now. I am going to go for the next featured 6-star. One of the biggest reasons is just because I'm at even teams currently. I don't want to upset that. So yeah, so I'm just holding off. Mr. Ronan, how you doing? It's going okay, man. It's going okay. Getting through this arena nonsense. You know, it's funny too, because if that was an Abyss Nexus, like where you got 10 champions rather than 3, I think, at least for me, it would really change things. If there were 10 options in there, I don't think I would go Mutant. Yeah, maybe mutant, but I don't think I'd be as certain to go mutant. Because with 10 options, the amount of misses would be less, right? Because out of 10, hopefully there's one in there you'd be happy with. But with 3, the possibility of all 3 being ones that are just going to give you a bad name is pretty great, so. Oh, dear. Unless you wait until October when Sung-Chi comes out in the basic to open your summer. Yeah, but yeah. You'd have to pick your class once you get the rewards, but you don't have to open the crystal until you're ready. Because I would figure it works the same as the Abyss Nexus, where once you claim the rewards, you have to pick your class, and then you could hold on to the crystal itself for however long. Every class Nexus crystal I open, and I think I've opened 5 or 6 have been crap, like real crap. Hopefully they surprise us. You mean between being 10 or 3? No, they've said it's 3. So it wouldn't be a surprise, it would be a blatant lie. Which, hey, that's possible. That is possible. Even if it was 1-5 there, might be less missing. Yeah. My only thing, I don't know what I would do if I saw Red Mags, Archangel. I'm thinking Omega Red, but Omega Red is fine because it's still ways away yet, but I'm pretty sure I'm going to be able to dupe them from Arena. If I was in a war-centric alliance, I'd be much more... well, I would probably already have Omega Red awakened if I was in an alliance taking war more seriously. Because I think that is going to be my biggest use for him. Or 6 options as well. Well, anything more than 3 is going to just make the odds bet more in your favor, right? So, yeah. Oh, let me take a quick look at my T5CC. I'm pretty sure, I know I'm going 1 skill for sure, and I'm not too sure about the next class. I think it's going to go science, but let me see what you guys think. Once we get out of here. Once we get out of here. I've got 2 Mystic T5CC, 1 Mutant T5CC. Oh, come on. Ugh, I should have used the one. Okay, that's fine. 1 Mutant T5CC, almost 2. Not even close on tech, not close on science. Cosmic, yeah, Cosmic doesn't matter. Because there's nobody else I see taking to R3 for Cosmic anytime soon. Even if I got Angela duped, I wouldn't be taking her to R3. Yeah, I wouldn't be taking her to R3. Let's take a quick look. Okay, yeah, so we nowhere for Cosmic. Cosmic's the only one that's irrelevant. Nilo, how you doing? It's been a while since I've seen you. Mutant? Okay, yeah. So Mutant, we've already got 2. Science, we're about a quarter of the way. Mystic, we're at 2. Skill, we're almost at 1. And Tech, we're about a quarter of the way as well. So obviously Mutant and Mystic, no. And let's take a quick look at what I'm working with as far as champions go. Skill is Nick, but would prefer 5-star Black Widow, Hit Monkey, Jabari Panther, Cosmic, a dupe on Captain Marvel, Corvus, Mystics, Symbiote, Supreme, Longshot, Science Boy, dupe by Bomb, Tech Guardian, dupe, Warlock, Mutant, Apocalypse, Strife, Havoc. I have 3 techs still waiting for a special someone to join me. Only if you like the champs and if your alliance needs it. Yeah, I wouldn't be. Yeah, if you're not in a top 190, or 190, if you're not in a top 150, 190 for AQ, I wouldn't really be doing rank ups for prestige. If you're like on the cusp of being top 150, 90, then talk to your alliance about it, I guess. But yeah, I would not be doing rank up specifically for prestige. So science, I think the only one that I would R3 here would be iHulk for who I've got currently. For skill, yeah, I don't think I'm going to R3 anybody. Got 3 R3s for skill. We're going to leave it at that for a while. And I don't know if I would go Mole Man or Hitmonkey. I've used Hitmonkey a little bit at R2. I really haven't used Mole Man at R1. You think 17 mil is all the 5-star Kingpin will go for? I'd really like to dupe mine. Yeah, so I've got 17, but if I were going for him, I would aim for 17, but plan to do a little bit more. I would probably put up at least 20 to be safe. I think 20 would be overkill, but I said the same thing in the Strife Arena, and then I missed out. Because I did 20. My prediction for Strife was 18. I did 20, and I think he went for 22. So, but the thing with Kingpin, he's an older champion, and he's up against a brand new champion in the featured. So I think that's going to kind of split the arena somewhat. Not that Spidey 2099 is really desired, but I think so the thing with Strife was it was Black Widow, OG Black Widow in the featured, and so I don't think that split the arena so much because she wasn't that desired, and I think that's why Strife went so high. I'll try for 20 million for sure. Yeah, I mean, there's never a guarantee, but when you consider that Kingpin is an older champion, quite a few people have him. He's a good champion for sure, but when you keep in mind that you've got a brand new champion on the other side of things, and the people who are going to grind a ton, they're going to mainly be going for the brand new champions. So, I think Kingpin is going to go a little high because Spidey 2099 is not that good. Yeah, I agree, but the thing is, Spidey 2099 is still a new champion. And this is an opportunity for people to pick up a new champion without buying crystals. We haven't seen a new, let's bring it up, a new champion go under 40, I think. Let's see. You'd think I'd have all this stuff memorized by now. Okay. So let's see. So Overseer was not somebody that was looking very good. He had good prestige. Actually, no, let's go to Purgatory. So Purgatory really had nothing going for her. And she went 38, 39, and 40. Overseer at least had prestige going for him. And as a 5-star, he went for 43 and 46. And Hercules is, we won't even count because that's a separate category altogether. And then Chavez, again, another one that wasn't looking very promising, 43 and 40. So I would expect that Spidey 2099, you're looking at least 40-ish. And then in the basic, so I think the reason Psycho Man went for 50 is just because it was relatively easy to pick up a new 6-star. I don't think it's because he's got some great use or anything like that. Stripe, on the other hand, went for 64 because it was a relatively new champion good synergies, and a pretty decent champion himself. So, yeah. So I would put Kingpin between Strife and probably between Strife and Colossus. Yeah. Like I don't think Kingpin is going to go higher than Strife because it's not a new champion. He doesn't have the critical synergies that Strife has, the one with Apocalypse in particular. Colossus, again, an older champion, but a good older champion. So that's why I think he went for in the 50s, the second round. Yeah. But I mean, we'll find out Monday afternoon what they went for. Okay. And let's continue on here. Yeah, so Mutant. Well, yeah, Mutant doesn't matter because we've got 2 Cosmic. There's nobody here that's going to go to R3. Angela will probably go to R2. That's about it. Hercules, if I were to pull him, maybe to R2. I'd have to play with him a little bit first. For Tech, yeah, nobody else is going to R3. I'm going back and forth on Ultron to R2, though. Yeah, there's nobody else that would be going to R3. And Mystic... No, there's nobody that's going to go to R3. The only potential for an R3 would be Doom if I got him duped. Diablo, I'm fine with him at R2. Okay. Oh, let's continue on this journey. This love island, I would love to be 30 years younger to hide my electric faith. Yeah, I haven't watched anything like the one show I did really like was The Amazing Race. I quite liked that show. I'd seen Survivor. I think the first 2 seasons of Survivor I watched a fair bit because it was still kind of a novelty. But the only one that I watched probably every opportunity I had was The Amazing Race. Who's better, Spider-Ham or She-Hulk? I think that'd be pretty... Yeah, I don't think you'd be able to say one is necessarily better than the other. I think it depends on the circumstances. And I haven't used either of them for anything in particular. She-Hulk has been good for a couple of Summer Pain fights. Spider-Ham... people were using him for Emma. Yeah. No, I don't think there'd be a definite answer. So if you're looking to figure out which one of them to rank up or whatever, then you'd have to figure which one is going to allow you to do whatever you've got in front of you currently. The only thing with Spider-Ham, though, because he's a newer champion, I think there might be, as content comes out, there might be more where he is suited for. And I think, I can't really speak from experience because I haven't played either of them, but I think he might be more fun to play. Yeah, just being able to put a power sting on your opponent, right? So that when they throw a special, they take damage. I mean, that's fun. She-Hulk can do that as well, but she needs a synergy for it. Whereas Spider-Ham does that just as is. They're the only 2 sciences I have, and I can't rank both of them up as 5 stars. Yeah, so like I said, you just have to figure for whatever you've got in front of you that you want to be doing, which one is better suited to that content. One thing with She-Hulk is that she's poison immune. She has the ability to slow the opponent, so to prevent evades or unstoppable on your opponent. And maybe Spider-Ham has more going for him than just the power sting, but that's what I know of it. She-Hulk, I think you might need to be... You can definitely play her with just parry, parry, hit, parry, hit. But to play her well, you want to be familiar with her spacing on her heavy. Whereas Spider-Ham, I don't think that's much of a consideration. I think Spider-Ham is more just, yeah, parry, hit, parry, hit. And watch your debuffs on the opponent. The spam is a blast to play. Damage can be crazy using it. Yeah. Also, I don't know if you do incursions, but incursions have... It never works out, though. But there are buffs that enhance Power Sting, which would allow Spider-Ham to be even better in incursions. But for some reason, if you take in a champion that has a degen debuff or Power Sting or something like that, you never seem to get those buffs. At least I don't. Anytime I take in Gilly 2099, I pretty much never see the buffs for degen. I opened a generic 5-star from incursion points, and I got a 5-star Punisher 2099. That was my 12th 5-star. Okay. Well, I think the only thing I can say is condolences. I mean, he's not the worst of the worst, but yeah, it's not somebody you'd be seeking too much. He's got a couple interesting synergies, though. Punisher 2099 isn't too bad. No, he's not, but he's not a champion that somebody is opening Crystal for being, oh, I want Punisher 2099. Oh, speaking of which, I need to finish off a couple duels. So let's get to 2.5 million and then do those duels and then finish off the last 500,000, so we end up at 3 million. Yeah, his buff really didn't elevate him at all. I mean, maybe made him better than he was, but I don't really know if it changed his standing in the tech class. I think the most significant buff we've had this year might be Diablo, actually, because I think that took Diablo from throwing your phone to jumping for joy. Yeah, I think so. The selector arena with the six buffed champions, I think that, because the previous one for the 6-star I think was around 70 million. And this one, last one, was 105? 101. So the last selector one we had was 66 and 74. And then the most recent one was 102, 101.8. And I think it was so high because of Diablo, specifically because of Diablo. Like, I think if Diablo wasn't there, maybe 80 million? I'm only 1.5 5-star shards away from my next 5-star, and I'm going to open a Mystic and Science duel. Hopefully I get a Beyond God tier champ. Okay. Who are you hoping for in particular? Or you just want a good champion? You don't really care who. Really? You think that Ultron, you think his buff was that beneficial, eh? Okay. Maybe I need to take another look at him then. Because like I said, I'm kind of going back and forth, potentially taking him to R2. But I am thinking to go for Penny Parker as a 5-star just to use the T4CC. But if Ultron were somebody I want to take to R2, I would probably take him do that rather than going for Penny as a 5-star. Overall, I would rather rank a 6-star or a 5. But I am still trying to add a few more 5-stars for the arena grinds. So. But I don't know if I would use Ultron very much. I mean, I know I'm not going to use Penny Parker. I'm only going to use her for Arena. Yeah, I don't even try with his L1 anymore. Ultron's definitely worth R2. Check him out. Okay. If you could do way more damage with heavy stun in corner, Punisher 29.99, be near Ronin Cheese, but doing heavy takes too much time. I also recommend you take another look at Ultron. Okay. Okay. See, the thing is with him though, if I'm using a tech champion, I think I'm going to be using Warlock, Ghost, or Gilly 2099 before I would use him. Maybe if I were fighting a mutant, but even if I were fighting a mutant, Warlock would do just as fine. Well, Warlock, Gilly, or Ghost would do just as well. And I mean, the only drawback for him, for Warlock over Ultron for a mutant, is that Warlock would inflict the bleed, and that's only going to matter for Cable or for Omega Red. In which case, it's not going to matter for Warlock. At this point, I just want a good champ. Honestly, I've gotten very mediocre 5 stars, and it's making me feel very unmotivated. Yeah, dude, absolutely. But to be honest, and no, I get that for sure, and everybody would. Like when you go through, a period of getting champions that are useless or that you don't want. But to be 100% honest, and this would sound kind of contradictory, that is the one thing that you shouldn't concentrate on in this game, is the champions you get out of the crystals, because you have absolutely no control over it, and it's what the game is based on, right? It is based on luck. Like, you take that out of it, and a huge portion of the game is gone. I never struggled with 5 stars. My very first 5-star was Gilly. And at the time, she wasn't great, but she wasn't bad either. But my 5 stars were, like, even when I was no, I guess I've always been pretty close to the latest content. But even when I was somewhat behind, my 5 stars were still pretty good. But I did go a long time with just shitty 6 stars. I opened 18 6 stars before I got one that I liked. So, and at that time, like, it was taking about a month and a half, 2 months to get a 6 star. So I went a long time. But eventually, yeah, just, the more you play, the more you do, you're gonna come quicker, and eventually you're gonna get ones that you're happy with. But it absolutely sucks if you're trying to get through stuff and you don't have options that can help you get through stuff. That absolutely sucks. Just want at least an A-tier champ that is solid and can help me through all types of content. Yeah, it's been a year already since Mags, Colossus, and Moleman. Kingpin, I feel they're all better than Diablo as far as buffs go. Really? Okay. Huh. Yeah, maybe it is the amount of time, but well, like when Colossus was buffed, he was probably the best mutant. Archangel would have still been up there. But I don't know if anybody's buff was as significant within their class as Diablo. Wayrun, how you doing? I'm trying to get the 6-star Kingpin in Arena. 1 round of all my champs takes me to 5 million. Do you think I can get him? Enjoy your grind. Sorry if you already answered this, I didn't read. It's all good, dude. Oh, the friend zone raid. Well. Welcome back, Enzo. Welcome back indeed. Dude, have I been streaming that long? Damn. How's your stream, Enzo? How did things go? Mr. Axe, OG, Daniel, welcome to the stream. How you guys doing? How's your day coming along? Wayron, how you doing? But let's go back to the. Oh, all right, I already addressed you. So all of your champions, is that all your 6 stars and 5 stars? That you got 5 million? Because if it's all of your 5 stars and 6 stars, I don't think. Well, let's see. So you can do your, like, if you're really on the ball, you can run your 5 stars, I think a total of 10 times, and you can run your 6 stars 2, 4, 6, 7, a total of 9 times, I think. And it's going to suck using your 6 stars in there big time. But it's just going to come down to what you're putting up with each, and then multiply that out by how many points you can get with them. Stream was good. I was shocked to see you still. I'm shocked that I'm still on too. Every champ 6 5-star and 4 are. Oh, okay. I think you could get them, but I don't think the amount of time and effort is going to be worth it, because you are going to be in arena a lot. Yeah, you know what? I don't think I would, because I've got my prediction at 48. I would be going for 50. And he could go higher. So I think what you could get him, the possibility is there, but it's also very possible that you would be doing arena for the next 3 and a bit days around the clock, and you could miss. And that would really hurt. So, yeah. Yeah. You don't know by any chance how much you put up with your 6 stars or 5 stars, do you? Because then we could figure out what the... Well, no, because you also got 4 stars, too. Well, if anything, run your 5 stars in there as much as you can, I guess. I honestly think you have more 5 stars than I have 3 stars. Who, for me? I might actually have more 5 stars than 3 stars too. You see. He will be ending up with 33 max without struggle, that's it. Yeah. I mean, you could refresh. That's costing you. Okay, you know what? If you're still here, let's actually take a quick look. Yeah, like I said, I don't think it's worth it. It's a great champion and stuff like that, and somebody you really like or you really after, I get it. But the amount of time and effort you'd be putting in with the possibility of missing, yeah, and then that would just that would really suck. But let's see. I'll just show you a couple things that if you really want to go hard, a couple things you could do to help the grind. So, okay, you know what? Yeah. So the couple things I'll show you. Whenever you get your 5 stars on cooldown, implement these couple suggestions and see how much higher or how many more points you're able to put up. If you're able to go from 5 million to 7 or 8, meaning your 2 runs today, you'd end up at about 12 or 13 million, then yeah, go at it. Because it would suck to miss, absolutely. But it would be also a good learning experience. Yeah, it's for duped. Oh, okay, it's just for him duped? I don't know if his awakening is worth that much effort. Yeah, I don't think so, because I looked at his awakening ability the other day, and all it does is it just extends his rage duration and gives him more rage, I think. If you can put up about 18 million in a 24-hour period, you have a shot. Yeah. But damn, that would be a lot of work. Okay, so let's look at a couple things that you can do to help out the amount of points. So I'm guessing you're probably not running suicides, and so yeah, we won't even consider that, so that's fine. So we won't look at masteries whatsoever. But let's have a look at this here. So do you have any of these? Of the Supreme Solo Crystals? Yeah, he doesn't. Yeah, the dupe on him is nice for sure, but I don't think it's worth that amount of work. 5 million per round with 5 and 6, 2 times per day. It's 10. 3 days is 30, and 3 times 5 stars, 36. Approximately 3 days. Yeah. So if you've got these Supreme Solo Crystals, you can open them, and you get a ton of different things from these. I don't normally open them, but let's open 10 and see what we get. Okay, so we're gonna get some rainbow boosts. We've got an attack boost, health boost, and a champion boost. Okay, good. Now we've also got an arena boost for 6 stars. So that will have if you win the fight, you end up with more points. So if you've got a bunch of these solo crystals, you can open those, and you'd be running your rainbow boosts the entire time. So that's going to increase your hero rating a little bit, which means the amount of points you get per win will be a little bit higher. It's not a huge amount, it's a little bit. Then you've also got the arena boosts, which will increase your overall score for every win. So that's going to help you. If you're in an alliance that's on the ball and they're hitting the help button, then your champs will be off cooldown faster. But yeah, if you've got those solo crystals, that is going to be your biggest benefit, probably. Exactly, it's a good experience. It's for rank 3 immediately, so I really want him duped. Entering a fight with rage is really nice. Okay. So would this be your rank 3 for Thronebreaker? How do you have so much gold, bro? I'm cheap. That's really all it is, dude. I'm just cheap. Grind little roster will burn you out, and worse if you miss. Yeah. But the thing is, this is round 1. So if you missed, granted round 2 will probably be higher. But if you missed, there is the opportunity to go round 2. And I've done that once, not for a 6 star. No, I got 9 R3s. Oh, okay. Yeah, you know what? It's a game. If you think it's going to be fun to do, go for it. If you're going to be, you're going to definitely be somewhat depressed if you miss for sure, because it's a lot of work. But yeah, you live and you learn, right? If you've got a fair bit of those solo boosts or solo crystals, open those up. Run the rainbow boost the entire time. And, run the rainbow boost the entire time. But hold on to the arena boosts to finish off your score. And whether it be that you just apply a bunch of arena boosts to champions and go at it, or if you decide, you're okay with using some units for refreshing, then apply the arena boosts and do some refreshing. So, after 3 days of grinding, you will crash with that roster. Yeah, but again, it will then you'll know what doing something like that entails. So I don't know. I think doing something like that, again, as long as you find it fun, not painful. Yeah, it's, and like I said, I've missed once when I went for Strife as a 5 star. I missed, and I didn't miss by much, which makes it harder. But then I went the second round and was fortunate enough to get them. So, what is Rainbow Boost? So just the green, orange, and red. So the attack boost, the champion boost, and the health boost. So it's just the 3 of those together. Thronebreaker Arena Crystals must be nice. No, they are not. They are not nice at all. Here, I'll show you. At least they're not nice to me. I use champion boost, green, orange, and red boost make me gain more points. Sorry for the English. That's all good, dude. I only speak English, and even then, it's not that good. So, okay. Let's have a look here. Yeah. So the boosts will increase your hero rating a little bit, and the higher your hero rating, the more points you're going to get per win. So it's not a huge amount. It is a little. It's a little bit, but every little bit helps. But the thing with the attack boost and the champion boost, it's also going to increase the amount of damage you do. So fights will end a little bit faster, which is definitely nice. Okay, so let me make this a little bit bigger. Okay, so these are my battle chip openings. I don't open regular battle chips anymore at all. And overall, like this is the summary of all of the battle chips I've opened since summer of 2019. So yeah, and these are the ratio of units and the ratio of gold. So this is why I'm saying the Thronebreaker ones are not good to me. I've only opened 8 million so far, but it's 0.17% unit return, which is not very good. So for me, it looks like uncollected is the best way to go. But I'm going to open up to 10 million. No, I guess it will end up being 18 million in total. Thronebreaker Arena Crystals, just so I have more info for comparison for my own openings. And then these are a bunch of openings from YouTube videos. These are the ones of uncollected crystals. These are the one of regulars, and then these are the ones for Thronebreaker. And I do need to find a few more YouTube videos of Thronebreaker openings. What battle chips do you think are the best for units? So, from the YouTube side of things, of openings that I found, again, I don't have very many for the Thronebreaker ones, but up to this point, it looks like uncollected and Thronebreaker are pretty much the same return. But for myself, absolutely uncollected. Absolutely. And if it wasn't for me just trying to get more information, I would only be opening uncollected. I wouldn't be doing Thronebreaker, but I do want to get some more information. So what I'm going to end up doing, I'm going to open up to 10 million battle chips of Thronebreaker and then make a video. So I've opened 2 million so far last month. I've got almost 2 million again that I'll open at some point. But once I have a total of 10 million opened, then I'll make a video of it. So yeah, but yeah, if you're unsure and you've got a bunch, like 3-5 million, and you're just trying to capitalize on as many units as you can, you're probably safer going uncollected. If you've got 10, 12, 15 million battle chips, you might be better off going Thronebreaker. Okie dokie, let's get back to it. So it's not impossible. I'm going to open some green crystals. You show me. Don't remember the name. And use green boosts every time. And champ boost at the end. Yeah. So you want to use the green, the red, and the orange boosts together. The only thing kind of sucks about them is that their cooldown time isn't exactly the same. They're about 10 minutes apart. And for the most part, you don't have to always be running them. But if you remember, just keep putting them on. And then the arena boosts, you can use them throughout, or you can use them like at the end of your day when you're going to be done doing arena, if you want to just top off your score at the end of the day, or like Saturday evening or Sunday morning. Use those and just top off your score as much as you can. But either way, if you remember, either just leave a comment on a video or come back to a stream and just let me know how it worked out for you. Successful or not. Granted, if not successful, you probably won't want to talk to anybody. And at least once a day, probably, I'll be streaming over this grind. So if you're looking for somebody to chat with or hear go on about all kinds of nonsense, you can always check out the stream. But yeah, good luck with it. Yeah, I guess you are unlucky. Yeah, dude. Very much so. Instead of putting 48 million and ending up with a 5-star, grind casual 18 million and get them. Yeah. I wish I didn't take such huge breaks over having this game for 6 years. Man, I could have had a load of 6 stars. Well, yeah, but also the speed at which we're able to collect 6 stars currently has increased a lot. Whether it be through arena, whether it be through content, offers, like we were able to get 6 stars so much faster now than earlier on. Spreadsheets, 10k uncollected. Hopefully you get lucky with those. You can get a ton of units from those Thronebreaker ones. Yes, you absolutely can. But if you want to reduce the dependence on luck, I think going uncollected crystals is a good way to go. So I have to run. Good chat. All right, Mr. Ronan. Thanks for coming and hanging out. Just subscribe. I'm going to tell you how it ends. Bad or good. Okay, good stuff. And thank you for the subscribe. It's got to be hard though. Like, if you want a champion, whether it be, just a champion that you really like the character or a champion that you think is going to help you in the game, it's got to be frustrating to see them there in arena, but just not have the roster to get it. When Dr. Voodoo and Ghost Rider first came out, like there was no way I could get them as 5 stars. Like I did not have the roster whatsoever. But I went hardcore and got them as 4 stars. And this was before I actually did arena. And I think it was Dr. Voodoo when I was traveling. And I remember sitting in airports waiting to board the plane and just doing as much arena as I could. Oh man. Wait. It's gonna be really interesting when Doom comes around, and I think he'll end up being in the featured. I think before we see him in the basic, because he's not on the basic schedule anytime soon. But that arena is gonna be pretty damn crazy. I'm at 4K 6-star shards, and I've only come back from my break and have been playing for a few months. I can get my first 6-star from the summer canteen because I'll get 6,000 6-star shards from there. Your first 6-star. Okay. Who are you hoping it will be? My first 2 6-stars were crap. And this was before I did arena, so I didn't really care about how many I had. I just wanted good 6 stars. So I opened featured 6 stars. My very first one was Sentry, and my second one was Mordo. So it was not a good start. Not a good start at all. You had put a voodoo curse on you that time. Yeah. Okay, well, we're almost done in the basic. Because, yeah, the goal was to put up 3 million here. If I went through all my 5 stars, it would end up being around 5 million. But, yeah, I don't feel like doing that. I might try to put up another 3 tonight. Oh, and then we're also going to have the T4B arena. That might be live now. We might be doing another arena stream today. I have a good roster, but I play this game since 2 years, so I don't have like 30, 45 R5s. Focus on 6-star, and in this arena, 6-star points are lower than the featured arena. If it was featured arena points, I would be at, yeah, and that's why I have now, because for arena for a while, I've been just going, I was just interested in 6 stars, And then I went for cable in the basic arena. And I didn't realize how draining doing that arena is. And then, yeah, you don't put up near as many points with your 6 stars. So it was after that I realized I wanted to increase my 5-star roster. So now, if I'm doing arena, it's basically I'm going for 5 stars. And I opened a few of the featured crystals, the featured 5-star, just trying to get new 5 stars, which I didn't get any new 5 stars out of that. But I've slowly been increasing my 5-star roster, so it is going to help if there are champions in the basic arena that I want to get. I feel like my first 6-star will be really bad considering how bad my 5-star luck is, so honestly I'm not expecting anything great. But yeah, it might reverse. Because I mean, that's what happened for me when I went from 5 to 6 stars. Because my 5 stars were really good. And then when I started opening 6 stars, I went for a long time with a bunch of shitty 6 stars. So, you never know. You never know. The one thing though too, with the basic and featured arena, for the featured arena, for the new champions, you're going to see them as a featured arena champion each month. But for the basic arena, you can know a fair bit ahead of time who's coming up. If you look at the arena history, so it might be an idea to try to increase the 5-star roster just to make that basic grind a little bit easier. Imagine a 6-star Doom as your first 6-star, dude. What a way to start, eh? Damn, that'd be so crazy. That'd absolutely be a pretty damn cool. But then you're ruined. You're ruined for 6 stars after that, because any 6-star you open after is just not going to live up, right? Yeah, I think well, I don't know, because so many people have 6-star Doom now. Awakened, max or very close to max Sig. So I'd really be interested to see what that arena goes for. Because you'd expect it to go really high, but I don't know if there'd be that many people going for him. Obviously people who don't have him, for sure, but the people with the really big rosters, okay, maybe we'll actually go through all of the 5 stars. We don't have that many more. Yeah, because I use the 5 stars to start off the arenas as well. Actually, like I don't get overly excited in general. That's just me. But when I got 6-star Omega Red, I just lost my shit because he was a champion I had wanted for a long time, and I ended up buying featured cats, which I don't do very often at all. And I got 2 of them, and the second one was 6-star Omega Red, and it took me a couple minutes to compose myself. I don't think I've ever opened a featured crystal. Yeah, unless there's somebody in there that you really, really want, whether it's a 5 or 6-star, I don't think it's really worth the extra shards. The only reason I'll go for a featured is because it's going to be my boy, you son of a gun. It's going to be my best opportunity of getting a new champion. You're so close to hitting 200k hero rating? Nice. Very good. I don't even have a 2 or 3-star Quake. Actually, you know what? Maybe I will stop once we hit 3 million. Because these matches are going to become more annoying. What? Uh-oh. Oh, damn, son. So I'm going to need him to throw that. And then... yeah, we'll do this. I just want to try out Quake. She, like, to play her properly, it takes a fair bit of time to get used to playing her. Oh, damn. I thought I was going to be able to finish him off with that. Okay. My luck is getting so bad, I'm more invested in searching for 3 or 4 stuck Quake. Okay, I'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. Okay. And back I am. So, we'll do another couple matches, and if the opponents aren't getting terrible, we'll keep going, but sometimes you start getting matchups that suck, and it's worthwhile just to take a break from it, you know. So, Parasite, how many points did you end up getting from the for the summer pain milestones? Okay, we're still doing not too poorly here. All right. Did you get the max amount of points or close to it? Yeah, we must have T4B starting today, right? 25? Okay. And the max is what, 27 or 20, 27, right? I need to do the Doom. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, okay. Okay, so you will end up at the max amount of points. Nice. The Doom one annoyed me. I tried it 4 or 5 times, and I could get her down to about 60%, and I just kept screwing up. And then I went in, I got her down to 10%, and I'm like, okay, well, this is over. I don't know what happened. I just got distracted or something, and I went to dash in, but she was phased, so I missed, and then she hit me, and it was done. But I was at 10%. I'm like, screw it. I'll just use a revive and get her done. So the Deadly Origin one, though, holy smokes. I mean, I guess that could depend a little bit on how frequently she's using specials, but yeah, Deadly Origin went really well, really quick too. Doom, yeah, easy peasy. Yeah. Well, I think pretty much anybody you use, it's just getting into a rhythm, and once you're in that rhythm, you're good. You just got to make sure you're cautious of having falter on you. But outside of that, yeah, you're good to go. I want to try it a couple more times with Domino. Because so long as you don't have the critical failure on Ghost, Domino is fine. But having that crit failure and taking that damage back, oh. I'm running recoil max, that's the reason I'm waiting. Okay. But I think if you were to just go between L3 and maybe an L2 here and there, use your L2 though only when you're at higher health, I guess. But you could probably do it just with L3 and be good. I mean, yeah, because with Doom you would definitely want to be throwing your specials, because that was one of the good things with Deadly Origin. You don't need the specials for the damage. Although the L2 does a crazy amount of damage though, but I also use recoil, just use special 3. Yeah, the only thing doing that though, your damage is going to be slower, right? Like, you do a ton of damage with Doom's L2, and if the Incinerate sticks around for a while, that's extra damage. Yeah, unduped Domino would be fine for it, for sure. I think I just tried twice with Domino, though. The first time, I don't even know if I got a hit in, actually. And then the second time I got her to 50%. And out of nowhere, I just started ticking down. And I didn't even see the crit failure on her, but I'm guessing that, like, that's what it had to have been. I'm looking forward to seeing what the rewards are for next week, though. I'm not looking forward to the fights, but I do want to see what the rewards are. You'll use Claire, Domino, and Apocalypse. Okay. Yeah, Claire wouldn't be bad either, right? You don't have a Doom, unfortunately. Yeah, the only benefit for Doom is just getting the 2 objectives in one. Because I don't think he would necessarily be any faster than other options. The only other metal villain mystic would be
Mojo, right? Who needs Doom when you have Claire? Well, somebody who wants 2 objectives in 1. That's who. Come on. Use it. Do it. There we go. Printing off decks made it a lot easier. Yeah. Well, yeah. No, I could see that for sure, but I found it good because with Spite, she's getting her specials. Well, so long as she's throwing them, but she's getting to her specials a lot quicker, which allowed me to keep getting my openings. Morningstar. Is Morning? Oh, and I guess she would be metal, right? And she's villain. Yeah, Mystic. Okay. Yeah. Actually, that could work quite well, right? If she's got a bunch of Furies on her, and you throw your L2. Unstoppable Colossus. Yeah. So there's a few options there. If Dragon Man was a villain, he'd work too. But unfortunately, he is not. He's a big guy. My personal favorite, Unstoppable Colossus. How you been, Nilo? What's new and exciting? Oh. I was about to push him to an L3. Oh dear. Well, this is going to take a while. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe. Jeez, it's like he's barely going down at all. Holy. God. Damn. They got a rank 2 red mags. Guess that's pretty cool. Not bad. Not bad at all. That's exciting. That's new. Yeah. Mystic Metal, Morningstar Doom, Unstoppable Doom, but Mystic non-metal villain. Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm sure we're going to see videos of champions who don't meet the objectives. I felt so happy for Nilo and seeing his MCOC videos again. Ooh. Oh, I gotta be watching my opponents. I was about to make not a good choice there. Right. You haven't uploaded in 4 days. Okay. Staying at your dad's.
Yeah, it's gonna be a while before I have any videos to upload, I think, actually. Probably not until the gold boost and the summer pain rewards. Yeah, let's do that here. And yeah. No way. I might actually rank up She-Hulk. Yeah, she's not a bad option. Not a bad option at all. The only real difference I would, well, not difference, the only real thing I would think where Spider-Ham has a benefit over her is just that he's a newer champion. So you might see new content where he would be applicable more than She-Hulk. Although being poison immune and having a slow is probably something that's always going to be relevant. So yeah, I don't think you could go wrong either way, really. Nilo's first R3 was She-Hulk. Okay. I just hit a 16k SB2 with her, and she's only R3. Did she have, was it against a Mystic champion? I actually forgot to say I soloed the champion 626 with my rank 3 She-Hulk recently. Pretty proud. Nice. Very good. Mm-hmm. Very good indeed. Yeah, against some top classes. Okay, so when you've got class advantage, though, you're going to do more damage. I mean, it wouldn't be like tons more, but yeah, you would do more with class advantage. So yeah, just don't think that 16k would be typical necessarily. Is there any way to guarantee crits with She-Hulk? I do not know. I don't think the slow would have anything to do with that. She-Hulk Ricks LOL on solvable classes. You can literally heavy spam him in the corner after you intercept his SP1 with your heavy. I'm gonna head to bed. Have a good one, Solar, and good night. All right, Mr. Billy D. Thanks for coming and hanging out. And I'll catch you later. Later. And I'm going to just take a quick look and see if the T4B arena has started. Because actually, if the T4B has started, I might just hold off on whatever 5 stars I got and use those to get that multiplier going. I don't know if I have enough 5 stars to do that, though. Let's see. Maybe.
I just looked at my light. I am now blind. Yep. I have Ronan at R4 already, but I got Hitmonkey as a 5-star later.
Okay. Yeah, so the T4B is starting in a couple minutes, so I think I'm going to finish here. Let's see. Yeah, we'll use these guys to get the T4B started. All right. Cool.
Very good, very good. But let's head on out with Mr. Billy D's favorite sound in the whole wide world. All right, so let's head on out over to Mr. Ilac Skills. And yeah, he is, I think he's doing Arena. So yeah, you can go hang out there, hit that like, subscribe if you're not subscribed to him. And I will catch you guys later. Take care.